He was lying on the floor, and the tank went over his head. The tank killed him on the spot.
We found ourselves in the middle, surrounded by these sort of 10 tanks.
How did the shooting start?
Well, the shooting was just going on, you know. I just decided to put my foot down and get the hell out.
Those bursts of automatic fire we heard this morning came, of course, from the occupation forces. And they weren't merely trying to intimidate the people of Bratislava, they were killing them.
Somebody came with a stone and started to wave with a paper on these tanks, and people were already very afraid. So everybody turned around, and as I turned also around, I didn't want to see, didn't want to look. In half minute, he was lying on the floor, and the tank went over his head. I don't know whether he was drunk or not. He made some sort of provocation, but the tank killed him on the spot.
4 members of a British pop group that have been playing in Bratislava for the last few weeks crossed over the border. I spoke to their manager, Roy Guest. We heard shooting this morning. Now, were you involved in that? Did you see that?
Yes, this morning we went right through it, quite by accident, and I've never been so scared in my life.
How did it happen?
Well, we were following a van with which had a photograph of the
patriotic flag.
Yeah,
Yes, a
patriotic
photo
flag.
of Dubček on it, and this van was loud speaking to the crowds and drove straight into trouble. I mean, if you can imagine an empty space with tanks all round it, this van drove into the middle, and we were kind of following it. We found ourselves in the middle, surrounded by these sort of 10 tanks.
How did the shooting start?
Well, the shooting was just going on, you know. But I just decided to put my foot down and get the hell out, you know, which is what we did. This is the underground
press. Is it still being sold openly?
It's not sold. Oh, it's not being sold. It's being flung out of vans, out of windows. And as you can see, when Pravda becomes the underground press, things have really got peculiar.